you're an automation specialist. So lots of people right now are saying, well, there's so many options out there. I could do this, I could do that. That app's going to help a lot. This technology is going to help a lot. How does one find the most effective one, or how does one choose the right one for their business or their personal life?
Well, first of all, you get a coach that tells you which one is the best. Because if you go out there and start evaluating all the different options, you're gonna go insane. That's my job. So I go there and I know exactly what is out there, and then I figure out what's good for them. Because I already done the research, I'm already looking at it for different businesses. So you get a coach, you ask somebody that knows in that industry, in that area. For example, if you're looking for an app or an automation for productivity, then are you going to go and download all the productivity ones, or are you going to go in the App Store or in the Google Play Store and find the one that has the most rating? You don't know. You can start there, right? If you're doing it on your own. But how do you know really? Just because it has a top star rating, it could be because they have the biggest marketing. So they're shown at the top. So you don't really know what really is working for you. What if that application, or what if that automation doesn't really go in maybe you're a right brainer or a left brainer, so different apps work better, right, depending on how you think. So that's when you get somebody that's an expert in the area that knows the different things, and then you ask them. Because otherwise, doing it by yourself is going to take you a long time to figure out and evaluate, and then it's going to be a trial and error, right? So I would say, for example, for productivity, yes, one way, the way I go and evaluate my automations, if you want to do it on your own, is try to see what's trending on the App Store or in the Google Play. You can see the big companies, which tools are they using, and you can see, for example, Typeform. I don't know if there was SurveyMonkey and Typeform for a long time, and a lot of people were using SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey is just to quiz, right? Just to have a questionnaire, a survey. And there was Typeform that was more creative, the interface is more beautiful. Well, I've been using Typeform since, I don't know, I want to say 2014, or even prior to that, before Typeform got out. Why? Because I saw already that the interface was better, was nicer looking. So I evaluate things that are more user-friendly. For example, if it's more user-friendly, that you have to do less clicks, it's better. SurveyMonkey is more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, simple questions, no format. And then now Typeform is big. It has automation, link integration with many other systems. So you have to be a little bit looking in the future, what is going to really be good in the long term, because you don't want to pick an automation that's going to die in a month or a year, right? You want to pick an automation or a tool or a system that is going to be around for a long time. So you can see that it's going to be around for a long time if one of the biggest companies are using it. So if you see your competition, for example, let's say you have a big competition in your business, and the competition is very big. They have big bucks for marketing, for sales, for systems. They have a big budget. You see what kind of systems they're using. And then you start thinking, well, can I use something similar? What is the software or application or automation that is closer to what they're using, that is cheaper, that is free? So that's another thing. Make sure that the cost of the tool is closer to free. So I try to also make sure that any automation that we do and I propose, it has very, very little cost. You have to evaluate, right? So little cost, things are going to last long, things that have other competition are using and is working for them. And lastly, something that is good for the user. The user interface is easy, it's simple, you can learn fast, and you can teach to your team.
Awesome. And that's why people need to talk to you, because the last thing you want them to do is pick one application, learn how to use it for 2-3 years, and all of a sudden it's obsolete. And then they have to start all over again.
Yeah, and things get obsolete all the time, like the technology changes.
Yeah.
That's the issue about systems and software. It changes every month. So you need to be talking to a person that is up to date, that knows how to evaluate things faster, so that, because it's a lot of information and you can get overwhelmed. Everything's changing, everything's upgrading, and things will be different in 3 years, massively different. So you can't really think that like before, okay, I'm going to marry this application here. I'm going to live with it forever. Unfortunately, that's not the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
And you have to just accept that the knowledge is going to be evolving very fast. And right now, with the metaverse and all NFTs and digital currency, everything's going to change drastically the way we do the business in 3 years or 5 years. So just get ready. Just get ready. Just use something that works for this year, and then you can sustain. And then just worry about the rest later. So don't overthink. Just get a coach that can tell you exactly what to do, which application is better for you, faster, and then stick with it for a little bit and then evaluate again. If you don't evaluate, then you get obsolete yourself. So it's always good. Like I've changed systems as well. You know, I've used one system maybe at the beginning of the year, and then at the end of the year, maybe that system changed. I remember when they were automating the cards, the business cards, digital cards. There were a bunch of apps and digital, actually software, websites that would do amazing job in the digital card. They had all these features. They went bankrupt. So maybe there's some good solution, but they're not sustainable, right? Because their own business, they don't have a good business model, so then they flip. So then you're really like that system, but oh my God, it's no longer available because they didn't do a good job. So you really don't know, you never know. You have to be in the lookout for things that are coming up all the time.